When we have a birthday in our own family, what do? We gather around the person whose birthday it is, and as a family, then we do two things. We remember and we celebrate. First, we remember the time and date the person was born. We look back and remember the day they came into our family. We might look at siguro photographs of them and recall how they looked when they were young. We tell stories about them when they were young. We remember their first words, the first days at the school, and other significant events in their early life. After we remember, then we celebrate with them. We give thanks and celebrate the difference they have made and continue to make to our family. This is exactly what we do on Christmas Day. We remember and we celebrate. We recall and tell the story of how and when Jesus was born. We tell the story of Mary and Joseph being turned away from the inn. We remember that the angels appeared with good news, and we remember how shepherds and the kings visited the stable. Then we celebrate the difference Jesus has made, not only to the world, but to our personal lives. Jesus brought peace in the world. So, we try our best to be peacemakers and not the causes of troubles. Jesus forgave many sinners. So, we champion in us the attitude of being forgiving. Jesus showed us how to give everything and all. We try to live out the deeper meaning of being charitable, most especially to the deprived and the less fortunate ones in our midst. My dear friends, we have to be careful that we don't look at Christmas as if it were just a historical event that happened in the past. The birth of Jesus is an event that echoes and ripples through the centuries right down to us today. We are asked not to experience Christmas and the birthday of Christ as a nice romantic thing, as is often depicted on Christmas cards. Through the birth of Christ, God enters our time and history, and more importantly, each of our own personal lives. Christ is Emmanuel. God is with us. And God is with each of us today in a very personal and intimate way. As Pope John Paul II wrote, the mystery of the birth of Jesus that took place over 2,000 years ago must be lived today and every day. The Word that found a dwelling place in and through Mary comes to knock on our hearts this Christmas and every Christmas, today and every day. This Christmas, while all the celebrations and festivities are taking place, let us stop, take some time and ask ourselves, what am I remembering? What am I celebrating? The people who walked in darkness have seen a great light. Indeed, by the birth of Christ, we rejoice and celebrate the beauty and radiance of that light in our lives. According to our Pope, Pope Francis, Jesus Christ is the light that brightens our darkness. May the light of Christ and Christ the light bless our world and fill all our homes and families this Christmas day and always. Amen.